Are you still dreaming of success without the sweat? Look at this son. He spent a month digging for imaginary gold, only to reap a real harvest. Stop chasing shortcuts. Sweat and discipline are the only magic that can turn dirt into gold in your career.
When the old farmer fell seriously ill, he knew his time on this earth was coming to an end. However, what weighed heaviest on his mind was not the fear of death, but the future of his only son. The young man was strong and healthy, yet he was plagued by a terrible laziness. He spent his days dreaming of a life of luxury and wealth without ever wanting to shed a drop of sweat. Instead of taking up a hoe to work the fields, he would lie down, gaze at the sky, and lament his poor fate. As his breathing grew shallow, the old farmer called his son to his bedside. He clasped the young man's hand and whispered with great seriousness, "My son, I have no money to leave you. However, throughout my life, I have saved a large jar of gold. I buried it somewhere in the field behind our house. Unfortunately, my memory is failing me, and I can no longer recall the exact spot. After I am gone, go out there and dig up the land. If you work hard enough, you will surely find it and change your life forever." With those final words, the father took his last breath.
After the funeral, fueled by greed and the desire for instant wealth, the son wasted no time. He marched out to the field while the sky was still dim with the morning light. With an ironclad belief that a pot of gold was waiting beneath the brown soil, he struck the earth with a strength he had never shown before. On the first day, he dug up the entire eastern corner. Sweat soaked his shirt, but he found nothing. On the second day, he moved to the western corner, digging deeper and more thoroughly, but found only rocks and tree roots. The third day passed, then the 10th. For a whole month, the once lazy son pulverized the vast field. He dug the soil over and over again, breaking every clod of earth and removing every weed, terrified that he might miss the jar of gold. Yet the treasure remained nowhere to be found. Exhausted and desperate, he collapsed on the edge of the field, staring at the land that was now perfectly tilled, soft and flat. Since the soil had been so meticulously prepared and it was planting season, he sighed and thought, "Well, since I've already plowed the land, I might as well scatter some rice seeds." That year, thanks to the soil being loose, aerated, and free of weeds, the rice grew with extraordinary vigor. By the end of the season, the entire field was a sea of gold. The stalks were heavy with grain, shimmering under the sun. It was a bountiful harvest unlike anything the region had ever seen. When he sold the rice, the son held a heavy bag of money in his hands. It was then that his father's words came rushing back to him. He looked out at the harvested field and suddenly experienced an awakening. It turned out there was no jar of gold buried in the dirt. His father's lie was the final and greatest lesson he had left behind. The treasure was not something found by luck. It was the result of sweat, effort, and persistence. Those golden grains of rice were the true jar of gold his father had spoken of. From that day on, the son stopped dreaming of shortcuts. He became the most hard-working and wealthy farmer in the region, building his fortune with his own two hands. Life lesson. The real treasure wasn't buried in the dirt, it was hidden in the work. We often look for shortcuts or magic jars of gold, but true success is a harvest that comes only after you've put in the sweat to till the soil. Stop waiting for luck. Start cultivating your skills today. Are you ready to stop dreaming and start digging? Follow us for daily doses of wisdom and motivation. Let's turn your hard work into a golden harvest together.